everybody, Drastar here once again with another Watcher of Realms video. So hoping everybody's had a great day. I've had a long day at work, but reading a book to my son tonight, and there's a little dad joke in there, so I'll share it with y'all. So how do you get tissue to dance? You put a little boogie in it. So anyways, I hope that made y'all chuckle because it's kind of ridiculous to me. But anyways, let's get started. We're going to do a hero showcase on Ingrid here. All right, anyways, the new hero, Ingrid. First off, she's a Watcher Lord. She's the new ancient exclusive Watcher Lord. She's also dual faction Arbiter, which is the first time for any type of Lord. So that's pretty crazy and pretty new. Looking at her damage here, it's like Dahlia. It's just a straight line. Sorry, not her damage, her range. It's just a straight line, which is, I guess, the new norm for a mage. But let's go look at her hero details. Max level, 1300 HP, not too shabby. Attack 6100, highest attack for a mage in the game. Cost though 25, quite a bit. Attack interval a little bit more than standard, at 3 seconds instead of normal 2.6. Auto 14 rage regen, pretty normal. Attack normal. Looking at her talent first off, when deployed enters solar mode. Which solar mode? The mode infused with the might of the sun, excelling at dealing with a large number of enemies. Launching 4 basic attacks turns the next basic attack into a solar flare, which deals 270 AoE damage to up to 15 enemies in a wide front area. When it says a wide front area, that means normal mage area. So the straight line and both sides around it. I've seen tests, it goes all the way across the screen. So there's no range to it. It's just in a straight line. Anything directly in front of her is going to get whacked by the solar flare. So that's pretty interesting. So looking at stellar mode. The mode infused with the might of stars, excelling and dealing with a single powerful enemy. Launching 4 basic attacks turns the next basic attack into Star Shower. Let's see what that is. Deals 50 damage to one enemy in range 9 times. Sounds like she's going to wreck Styx boss. And pretty much anywhere. Let's be honest. Pretty sure if you're watching this video, this is not the first video you've watched on Ingrid. Looking at her basic attack, solar mode deals 100% AoE damage one time up to 8 enemies. 8 enemies is quite a bit, more than normal. Stellar mode deals 50% damage 2 times to one enemy. So it's pretty cool that it's 2 times, especially for 6 bosses and other bosses that may come in the future. Just moving over, looking at her ultimate. All her ultimate really does is switch her between modes. There's no bonus to that. It's 500 cost, but with skill ups, you can get down to 100 cost. So you can basically switch her modes whenever. It's probably going to be pretty useful in certain content, be able to switch her between modes like that. Can't think of any right off the top of my head where that's super important, but either way, she's going to wreck shop. Hyrian Tempest, her passive. Triggering Solar Flare grants 1 solar energy point, and triggering Star Shower grants 1 stellar energy point. Up to 5 energy points can be accumulated. Each solar energy point or stellar energy point increases damage by 3%. Reaching 5 solar energy points triggers Solar Overload, and reaching 5 stellar energy points triggers Stellar Overload. So let's look at Solar Overload. Lasts 20 seconds, reduces attack interval by 15%. During which the ultimate cannot be used. Solar energy will be cleared when the effect duration ends. Pretty legit. I mean, increases her attack interval so she can do the solar flare more frequently. Pretty cool. So I'd say like this passive right here is basically her ultimate. It's just you can't control it, just like some of the other ultimates that are on. The only thing you control with her ultimate is which mode she's in. So looking at Stellar Overload, increases attack by 20% during which the ultimate cannot be used. Stellar energy will be cleared when the effect duration ends. So straight 20% attack increase, up to actually a 30% attack increase when you skill this up, and a 25% attack interval reduction. So means she's going to be hammering that AoE damage out super quick. Let's look at Celestial Wrath. Solar Flare deals an extra true damage 1 equal to 100% of the hero's attack to enemies hit. Each damage dealt by Star Shower has a 15% chance of inflicting burning and a 15% chance of inflicting radiant erosion. 15% might not sound a lot, but Star Shower does like 9 hits in a row. So, basically when Star Shower goes off, she's going to do burning and radiant erosion. Also, fact that Solar Flare basically now does 270 AoE damage, really 370 AoE damage, and 100% of that 270 is true damage. And even you're going to get an extra 50%. So extra 150% true damage. And you're going to get the 15% chance increase to 25% chance with skill ups. And then arena damage standard for Arbiters. Increased damage in the arena by 15%. Look at our Lord skill. Typical Lord skill for the first 2 lines. Increase faction team members' basic attributes by 15%. Periodically increases team members' damage and healing bonus by 50% for 20 seconds. Remember, this got a huge buff last patch. Used to be like 30%. With Leia, now it's up to 50% for both of them. After the Lord deals direct damage to an enemy, faction team members deal 20% extra damage to that enemy within 3 seconds. So that's pretty legit for Watchers. Now, granted, Watchers don't have the best like DPS right now. Lucius came in, so they're increasing their DPS pool, but they're not fantastic. Kit, pretty complicated. Basically, to sum things up, she can either go ham, single target, or ham, multi-target. She's going to excel at both. Probably be better than most, if not the best in those areas. Looking at her aesthetics, looks pretty cool. This giant shoulder plate kind of reminds me of like Percival in the Camelot arcade games from like the early 90s. Except that she's like not wearing any pants. That's kind of weird. She just like chills on her throne. You look at her ultimate, even her character thing, she's like sitting on a throne. Pretty insane if you ask me. It's kind of hilarious. She's just chilling on a throne because she's that badass. Moving on to Awakenings. Awaken 1 in Stellar mode deals 20% increased damage to targets inflicted with Radiant Erosion, which pretty much going to be all the time, and receives 20% less damage from targets inflicted with Radiant Erosion. So pretty good for Guild Boss 1, pretty good for Guild Boss 2. Any other events with bosses that do AoE to everyone on the map. Pretty much all of them at this point. Awaken 2, this is standard for a Lord. Increases faction team members' attack by 5%. Nothing new there. Awaken 3, during Solar Overload and Stellar Overload, reduces the number of basic attacks required by the talent to trigger Solar Flare and Star Shower to 4, if I'm not mistaken. Let's go look again. Yeah, 4 down to 1, which is insane. So Awaken 3 is quite ridiculous. So like on the Styx boss, if you got Awaken 3, every attack is going to be 9 hits. Insane. And then her ultimate, look at this. Yeah, so Empyrean Tempest is going to go off like crazy. Because now instead of every 20 attacks, yeah, you'll need 4 times 5 is 20 attacks to trigger it. You'll need 5 attacks, and then each one lasts 20 seconds each. 20 seconds, and then you got a downtime of like, I don't know, 10 seconds maybe, and then boom, back in the ultimate again. So Awaken 3, if you've got Soul Stones, pretty insane. Awaken 5, penetration 8%, pretty standard. Or sorry, Awaken 4, penetration 8%, pretty standard. Awaken 5, Solar Flare ignores 25% magic resistance. That's pretty huge. Unfortunately, it's not for both of them, which Solar Flare and Star Shower both did that. That'd be legit. But so it looks like Awaken 3, pretty much where you need to get her. If you've got Soul Stones, probably the best chance to use them. I know if I pull them, I'm probably going to Awaken 3. All in all, she looks pretty ridiculous. I'm going to do a pulls party for her. Well, not a pulls party. It's just going to be me pulling for her. But I don't have a whole lot of shards. I think I've got a whopping 20. But I haven't done my Immortal Codex, so I might have 30 by then. We'll see if I get lucky. I did not get lucky with Praetus, so best of luck to anyone who tries to pull for her. I hope you get her. It's going to be awesome. If I do get her, I'm going to do some damage tests. Definitely have to upload that for y'all. So once again, have a great rest of your day, great rest of the week. Remember, stay positive. You're the only person who's in control of your own happiness. If you like this video, please hit like, please subscribe, leave some comments, suggestions, anything. That'd be awesome. Can only get better. Thanks, everybody.